Open your book to page 258. Today's lesson is to simplify expressions involving sums of radicals. So you need to know how to add or subtract radicals. So let's go to example 1. Okay, you want to simplify square root of 18 plus 2 square root of 50 minus 4. Again, whenever you have fractions, just go and separate the top from the bottom. Okay. Now, before you can add, you need to go ahead and simplify each term first. Okay. And you only can add terms that have the same radicals. Okay, so square root of 18, again, you can do it several ways. Okay, so square root of 18, right? You can do it this way. You can break into perfect square like square root of 9, square root of 2, so it becomes 3 square root of 2. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Another way is use the ladder method, right? Square root of 18, you divide by 2, you get 9. Divide by 3, you get 3. And again, square root, index is 2, means you need to get 2 radicand to make an integer, right? So you can do either method. Okay, plus, okay. Again, you want to go off to the side. So 2 square root of 50, okay, again, you can use either technique, right? So you can have 2, and square root of 50, you can have square root of 25 and square root of 2. So this is 5 times 2 give you 10 square root of 2, right? So you want to kind of go off to the side so it doesn't clutter up your major steps, okay? Another method is, again, you can use the 50, right? Do it this way, so 2, 25, 5, 5, right? So this will give you a 5, so they give you 5 square root of 2, right? But remember that there is a 2 in front, so you have to times it by 2. So you get 10 square root of 2. So either way, go off to the side, okay, but don't use separate sheet of paper. You want to just do it off on the side, on the margin, okay? And this one over here, okay, this one, you can go off on the side again over here. So you got 4, square root of 1 is just 1, right, over square root of 2. And you can times by square root of 2, square root of 2. So you got 4 square root of 2 over 2, and this cancels out, so you get 2 square root of 2. So once you simplify each part, then you can go and add and subtract, right? So this is kind of nice because all of them have square root of 2. So they are like terms, so you can just add. So you're going to get 3 plus 10 is 13 minus 2 is 11 square root of 2. Okay. So you can go to the side and go and simplify each term before you add. Okay. Now let's go to example 2. You want to simplify square root of 6 times square root of 2 plus square root of 3 minus 2 square root of 27. Okay, so first I need to go and distribute this first. So instead of try to multiply, make into square root of 12 and square root of 18, actually it's better to just go ahead and break these things down. Okay, so make into square root of 2, square root of 3. Especially when the radicals gets complicated. And this one this one is 3 square root of 3, right? You can go up to the side, right? Okay, the reason you break it down, so when you multiply, right, you can use your finger to point, right? So this will give you an integer 2, right? So this will give you 2 square root of 3, right? This will integer 2 square root of 3, right? Plus, the next one, when you distribute, okay, when you distribute this one, see, this will give you integer 3. So it will be 3 square root of 2, okay? And this one will give you 6 square root of 3. So this 2 has square root of 3. So these are like terms. So you can combine these. So your answer would be 3 square root of 2 minus 4 square root of 3. Normally you want to put the negative in the back. Normally it's kind of awkward when you begin with a negative term. Okay, so you can break these things down. So when you distribute, it's much easier to, you can go straight to that, right? So you don't want to make it like into square root of 12 and you have to try to simplify square root of 12, double work, right? Or when you multiply, you get square root of 18, okay? Right now the number is kind of small, so it's not that big of a deal, but what happens is the number is really huge. You're going to end up wasting a lot of time, right? And more chance for mistakes. Okay, let's go to example 3. Okay, so again, when you have this kind of situation, instead of wasting time, copy the problem exactly, just go and separate each term already, right? So square root of 12 over square root of 3 plus square root of 6 over square root of 3 plus square root of 7, right?
Now both of these are radicand, so you can simplify, right? You can cancel. So this becomes square root of 7. Cancel. So give yourself a lot of room, so you have room to write the leftover on the inside. So this reminds you that this is the radicand because it's inside, right? Okay, so now you can combine these, right? Because so when you add, you got 2 of them, so this is going to become 2 square root of 7 plus square root of 2. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so you can learn how to simplify each term, and then you can combine the like terms after that. Okay. Okay, so let's go and do some practice.